This time is brought to you by Rwand Air. For booking and reservation, please call 0127999018 or visit our website www.rwandair.com.
News from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government restates commitment to prioritize youth and women empowerment through Micro-Enterprise Support Initiative Program. NNPCL records 157 crude oil theft in 1 week. On foreign scene, Niger Republic coup leaders release son of the post-president Mohamed Bazoum. And in sport, Falconets head coach names 19 players ahead FIFA Under-20 qualifier against Burundi. Now, the details. I'm Sarah Adesanya. Over 1,000 people have been empowered by the Lagos State Government through the Micro-Enterprise Support Initiative Program of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. Speaking at the event held in Ikeja, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said his administration will continue to prioritize youth and women empowerment to reduce poverty and uplift the living standard of residents of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, also pledged his commitment towards enhancing skills acquisition programs and adult education to empower residents.
Urge you to please utilize these tools effectively, because it is a way for us to make sure that we create wealth among our citizens. So you are expected to make judicious use of these resources so that you can always also create employment for others.
Earlier, in a welcome address, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Dada, explained that the initiative will encourage financial independence of the individuals and motivate them to contribute to the economic development of the state.
Empowerment is for financial sustainability so that they can support their family and contribute to the social economic development of the state. I restate here the Lagos State Government has zero tolerance to idleness of any form.
The graduates from 19 skill acquisition centers across the state were given startup packs to further boost their skills. General Manager of the Lagos State Parking Authority, LASPA, Adebisi Adelabu, has called on Lagosians to support the implementation of the Lagos State parking policy in a bid to checkmate the negative impact of parking-related issues on the well-being of the people and the economy of the state. Adelabu said the effect of hazard parking on the environment and state economy is becoming unbearable, and the government can no longer fold its hands and allow disorderliness to continue to thrive in the area of parking. According to her, the agency is exploring and optimizing all standard parking options to maximize urban public spaces, such as the adoption of on and off street parking and the use of setbacks as part of identified strategies that would help provide lasting solutions to parking challenges and the parking induced traffic in the state. The general manager mentioned that so far the agency has identified over 20,000 setbacks suitable for parking across the state, and more than 13 are already in use, while works are ongoing to identify more. She added that anyone with parking-related issues should please call LASPA 0122-752-30 or 012-275-231, or visit the agency's website www.laspa.lg.gov.ng. The Lagos State Ferry Services, LAC Ferry, has urged residents to embrace water tourism for all their celebrations for maximum relaxation as a way to enjoy nature. Managing Director of LAC Ferry, Ladi Balogun, who made the call at the Ignite the Waterways event, said water tourism is becoming popular in Lagos, with many realizing that they do not have to catch fun only in the hall on the ground, but on the waterways as well. Balogun, who was represented by the Director of Administration and Human Resources of LAC Ferry, Bumi Mofunlewe, said the agency will conform with the intermodal transportation agenda of the Lagos State government, as water transportation is an integral part of the agenda to reduce traffic on the road. On his part, LAC-Ferry's head of operations, Semasa Amos, with 24 routes and 16 jetties, LAC-Ferry intends to improve its capacity to attract more consumers through programs that will allow them visit different relaxation tourist centers across the state on a monthly basis. The federal government has appealed to motorists to cooperate with traffic managers deployed to ensure hitch-free movement as rehabilitation of the third mainland bridge commences. Federal Controller of Works in Lagos, Olukorede Keisha, made the appeal while supervising the closure of the Yano Urunshiki Adeniji Adele bound section of the carriageway to traffic in company of the Lagos State Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Shiemi, Commissioner of Police, Adegoke Fayoade, Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, Babatunde Farinloye, and Acting General Manager, Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, Bakari Oki. Keisha explained that the closure of the section of the bridge will be in two phases, each scheduled to last for 6 to 8 weeks. According to her, the closure is part of the ongoing work that started in November 2023, focusing on fixing the ramps and some repairs of the bridge, including the underdeck and subwater sections. Keisha explained that the scope of work would include complete removal and replacement of the asphalt of the deck to the standard 2 inches to make motoring smoother and safer on the bridge.
Some expansion joints have been identified as being defective. We're going to remove them and then we'll replace them during the period of these repairs. So once we are done with that, while we're doing that, we'll start the curb painting, the median painting, the street lights, and then the replacement of the missing guardrails. And if time and money permits us, we intend to put CCTV station underneath Third Mainland Bridge to act as surveillance for the bridge so that we can protect one of the major infrastructure we have in Nigeria.
On his part, Lagos State Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshieni, expressed satisfaction with the collaboration between the state and federal government, stating that no fewer than 250 LASMA personnel will be deployed to work with road safety officials.
Like it's been mentioned, a lot of collaboration has been put in place. And from our own side, we have men on ground. We have well over 250 men from LASMA. Even the GM LASMA is here present. The whole idea is to ensure that, yes, there will be some bit of discomfort, like Mrs. Keisha said, but we'll ensure that we make it as less stressful as possible. So the collaboration with police as well, that of course guarantees safety as well. So I'm sure we'll be good.
The mainland inbound island movement will be open from midnight to noon, while those who intend to come from the island to the mainland are advised to use Eco Bridge. Also, from noon to midnight, motorists will be able to access the bridge from the island to the mainland, while motorists from the mainland heading towards the island will have access to Eco Bridge. To the rest of the stories. No fewer than 157 incidents of crude oil theft have been recorded in the Niger Delta region between December 30, 2023 and January 5, 2024. According to a 3-minute, 23-second video posted on its X handle, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, said the cases were recorded from several incident sources, government security agencies, amongst others. NNPCL noted that 52 illegal refineries were discovered in Abia, Imo, Rivers, and Bayelsa states, while 7 illegal storage sites were uncovered in Akwa Ibom. It added that the illegal refineries were destroyed. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has pleaded with the federal government to approve the operation of the Remo Economic Zone as a free trade zone. Abiodun made the plea while receiving the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Doris Uzoka Anite, and her team in his office in Abeokuta. The governor emphasized that the zone will record multiple processing companies willing to sign up to begin work in the next 1 year. If the approval was given, saying out of 6 special agro-processing zones, the state has the highest number. In a response, Uzoka Anite applauded the state government for its developmental strides, saying the springing up of industries in the state is a confirmation of the conducive business environment and the availability of necessary infrastructure that attracts investors. The West African Examinations Council, WAEC, says its attention has been drawn to a media report stating that a youth forum has called for the rejection of the planned computer-based West African Senior School Certificate Examination, CBWASE, for private candidates FET Series 2024. In a statement signed by the acting head of public affairs, WAEC, Muyosola Adesanya, the council said the examination will be conducted by WAEC Nigeria and is scheduled to hold between January 31 and February 17, 2024. It noted that the agitation for the rejection of the CBWASE was in response to an earlier media report in which WAEC purportedly announced that it had ditched the paper and pencil testing module and adopted a computer-based testing module for the conduct of the school candidates examination. WAEC recalled that the head of the national office in Nigeria, Amos Dangote, confirmed that the computer-based testing module would not be applied to WASE for school candidates just yet. It said that there is still a lot to be done to equip schools with the needed infrastructure, resources, and adequately trained manpower to engage and cooperate with WAEC for the conduct of CBWASE for school candidates. Dangote also clarified that the introduction of CBWASE is currently exclusive to the first series of private candidates examination, which since its inception have been conducted in urban areas. And now to foreign news. Son of Niger's deposed president, Mohamed Bazoum, has been released by a military tribunal after spending more than 5 months in detention. Salem Bazoum left for Togo after mediation efforts by regional leaders led to him being released. He was detained along with his parent at the presidential palace after the military staged a coup last July. His parents remain in detention, with the junta so far refusing to bow to diplomatic pressure to release them. In a statement, the military tribunal said that the release of Bazoum Jr. was provisional and it will be up to him to respond to justice as soon as he is required to do so. He had been charged with conspiracy to undermine the authority of the state following the coup. And in sport, Falconets head coach Chris Danjuma has selected 19 players who will file out against Burundi's under-20 girls in the FIFA under-20 Women's World Cup final qualifying fixture. The team is scheduled to travel out of Nigeria for the first leg encounter built for Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, on Sunday. The return leg will take place at the MK Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, on Saturday, January 20. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that Sanwo-Olu administration deployed traffic lights and CCTV cameras in strategic places in the state? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Over 1,000 people have been empowered by the Lagos State Government through the Micro Enterprise Support Initiative Program of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Elevation. No fewer than 157 incidents of crude oil theft have been recorded in Niger Delta region between December 30, 2023 and January 5, 2024. We also told you that the son of Niger's deposed president, Mohamed Bazoum, has been released by a military tribunal after spending more than 5 months in detention. And in sport, Falconets head coach Chris Danjuma has selected 19 players who will file out against Burundi's under-20 girls in a FIFA under-20 Women's World Cup final qualifying fixture. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olowoporoku. I'm Sarah Adesoya.